Welcome into another video where I go through and test all the weapons inside of Black Ops 6 to see how viable these weapons are for all of you to be using inside of the Zombies game mode. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. I truly appreciate you stopping by. Consider smashing that subscribe button, turning on the bell notifications, as you're not going to want to miss out any future uploads from myself. Down below in the description, you can find two amazing things. Number one, the Zhorde community Discord that is based upon players helping out other players. Sounds like a good fit? Join via the description down below. As well, you can find the link for my Twitch streams in the description, and I'd love to see you guys pop into streams. Now in today's video, we're diving into the brand new event, the COD Tunes event. Now, this is a challenge event, so each reward has its own challenge, and it has its own challenge for each and every mode, from multiplayer to zombies and Warzone. But what we're looking at today is the TR2 CQB auto conversion kit is what we're going to be checking out today. So what does the TR2 full auto conversion do? These are, you can see right on screen, are the pros and the cons of this full auto conversion kit for the TR2 marksman rifle. So in today's video, you guessed it, we're going to dive in and take out this full auto conversion kit for the TR2 marksman rifle. We're going to take this from base damage, gray rarity, all the way through each and every damage level up to maximum damage output inside of Black Ops 6 and see just how viable is this full auto conversion kit for all of you to be running inside of your Zombies game mode. So without further ado, let's dive into today's video. Welcome into today's video. Thank you so very much for tuning in. And what you're looking at is the TR2 marksman rifle with the new CQB full auto conversion kit for it. Let's see what it does. 100 on a crit shot. Oh, it definitely shoots fast right off the beginning. And oh, very, very odd. It did say it slows down as you hold the trigger. So we just saw that there. That's interesting. I'm wondering about that. Now, I am really, really curious to see what this is going to be like once we pack-a-punch it. I'm curious to see what kind of pack ability is going to be on this full auto conversion. Now we're at green, and that bumps our damage up to 150 on a crit shot. So pretty darn good. All right, moment of truth. Let's take it to pack-a-punch. What do we get? 100 in our mag and 400 in reserve. And what does it do? It's a burst? Okay, so we get a 3-round burst when we pack-a-punch it. I was not expecting that. Interesting. I believe we got 552 on a crit damage. Now down in the SAM area, if you come to this table here and stand on top of the computers, all the zombies here come at you and just like right here. So you're looking at 552, 553 on a crit shot at green rarity, pack 1. And yeah, you can just kind of stand here and dish out the damage without much problems at all. They only come from one side right in front of you on this table. Nice little spot. I thought I'd show you guys this little tip. If you need to get some, you just want to camp it out quickly or whatever, then that's definitely a good spot to do. So now we're green pack 1. Let's go to blue pack 1 and see what kind of damage numbers we're looking at now. 736 at blue pack 1. Okay. I'm still kind of... I mean, we know the pack-a-punch ability gives it the 3-round burst full auto, but I was also kind of wondering what other ability, like did it increase hip fire? Did it increase bullet penetration? I feel like if you get them in a line, that this will just drop tons of them in a group. Like, I feel like it's got definite good bullet penetration. All right, let's try Epic Pack 1 and see what damage numbers this gets. Also, I am tired of moving like a slug, so we're going to pick up some stamina. All right, Epic Pack 1. Let's see, what do we get for damage? 1,104 on a crit shot. I was kind of expecting a bit of a bigger jump there, to be honest. All right, let's see our first Elder Disciple on round 16 at Epic Pack 1. Hello, Elder? Where are you going? Can you stand still, please? That would make this just a heck of a lot easier. Where are you going? Oh my goodness. You wasted my entire ether shroud. Okay. Okay, I don't really feel like this is a good example of how it can handle an Elder, because I totally wasted Ether Shroud and we weren't able to get much in the way of focus fire in. Oh my god. Oh my goodness, Z. Come on. Get out of here. Let's get this Elder out of here. And there we go. All right, so that's not too bad. That's not too bad. I am curious, like, what's this going to be like when we get double tap to increase the fire rate? I'm kind of intrigued to see that. We're going to be picking up Deadshot Daiquiri, double tap, and all of the other amazing perks at the end of the run after we get this to max damage output. I'm really intrigued to see what kind of damage just the weapon has without like Deadshot and rapid fire and all that other stuff on there. So let's continue to see. We're looking at 1,104 at Epic Pack 2. Or Epic Pack 1, sorry. And we're on round 18, not having much problems, if I'm being honest. Like, you can't just stand and kind of mow through them at this point. I feel like possibly that's going to be something we can do when we get to double tap to increase that fire rate. It's just a little bit sluggish. I was kind of intrigued to see what pack would be with the decreasing fire rate. I was wondering what that was going to be like, so kind of a bummer we didn't get to find that out and see what that was going to be like, since it turns it into a burst fire. Oh well. Yeah, solid 1104 crit damage. Epic Pack 1. Okay, so let's take this to Epic Pack 2 now and see what we get for damage. Oh, time to go. Hold, stick and move. Let's get out of here. All right, damage numbers. 2,208. Okay. I mean, it's okay, but like I said, if you can get them in a line, I feel like that's where this really excels, is damage penetration, getting through a bunch of zombies. I definitely feel like that's where it excels. Here we're using hipfire for this round. I feel like the hipfire spread is definitely incredibly tight after visiting Pack Punch. Let me know if you feel like that's a pack ability or just something that happens with pack-a-punching burst weapons. Like, I know some weapons, they get the pack ability is remarkable accuracy when hip firing. I feel like this might just fall under that category. I'm not 100% sure. This was the very first game I ran using this conversion kit on the TR2 marksman rifle. So as we're running through the game, I'm trying to figure out how this conversion kit's, pack ability actually works best. Is it best to be ADSing? Is it best to be hip firing? I'm trying a bunch of different things to try and figure out. All right, we got enough salvage now. Let's take this to Legendary Pack 2 and see what we get for damage numbers. A zombie? Hello? Oh, I hear one. There we go. What do we get? Parasite. We'll get rid of you first. Now zombie. Damage. 2,944. 2,944 at Legendary Pack 2. Which isn't bad. I mean, you've got 100 rounds in your magazine, so you're definitely going to be able to, get through a whole bunch of the horde before you're going to need to reload with this, which is definitely nice. On reloading, I did want to mention in this run, I did run out of ammo a few times. Like, it wasn't necessarily like a horrible thing where I was constantly having to dip off to the ammo caches to refill it, but it is something that I did genuinely notice during my run using this, that I did visit the ammo cache a few times during my run to make sure I was still full of ammunition to dish out the damage, but it wasn't something that was hampering progression. It's just something I wanted to mention to you all so you have that information. But at Legendary Pack 2, I'm not having much problem dishing out the damage to round 24 zombies here at all. Like, no problems at all. I believe it's like 2 bursts and they're all dead, which is pretty amazing. And here's one of the times that I ran out of ammo and we got to go visit the ammo cache to pick up some bullets. But again, it was something like I wasn't doing it every single round, so I don't feel like that's going to be kind of a major downside to this conversion kit. Definitely not. All right, max damage time. Let's see what we get. We're Legendary Pack 3. 5,888. That's a bit of a jump. I like to see that. That's pretty good. We're just about 6,000 on a crit shot now. We still don't have Deadshot Daiquiri, Double Tap, or any of the other perks to go ahead and, you know, increase augment powers and damage output and fire rate to this marksman rifle. So those are still to come, but definitely was interested to see how this handles things just on its own, you know, without the damage buffs with some of the perks. So just the marksman rifle and its conversion kit pushes you to just under 6,000 on a crit shot, which is, you know, not bad. Definitely not bad at all. I'm hip firing away here into the crit area on round 28, and you can see we're just kind of slowly making our way backwards and shooting into the horde and not having much issues at all. None. Like, yeah. Just doesn't have that fire rate without double tap. You saw right there that you can't just stand and deliver. It just doesn't have the fire rate without double tap. So let's get all of the goodies. We'll get Deadshot, we'll get Vulture's Aid, we'll get Double Tap, we'll get Electric Cherry, and we'll get Depth Perception. We don't need mainly Macchiato, so we'll leave that one out. And here's a round 30 Elder. How does it perform? 6,800 is what I'm seeing now with Deadshot Daiquiri, and you can see the fire rate there increase with Double Tap. It's definitely a lot quicker on the fire rate for sure. But we're pushed up our damage now to just under 7,000 a crit shot, which is pretty darn awesome. At 6,800. We got another Elder Disciple here on round 30. Let's get my Ether Shroud active so we can take him out. There we go. And let's see how we handle another round 30 Elder. Seriously, why are they walking away from me? Man, I gotta switch from Ether Shroud. I think Tesla Storm's the way to go for these Elder Disciples. They tend to stay stationary when I got Tesla Storm on, opposed to me chasing them around with Ether Shroud. Oh my goodness. Alright, we should be able to finish him off fairly quickly here. Our second Elder on round 30. Look at all the extra zombies he spawns in. Holy smokes. That's crazy. And bye-bye. There we go. So that's the second Elder on round 30. Again, both of them weren't much of a struggle to kind of get through. That was not much of a fight at all. Able to focus in fire and just kind of shred through the Elder Disciples with this. This is an interesting one. This is definitely an interesting one. I want to hear from you all on your thoughts and feelings on this full auto conversion for the TR2 Marksman. Let me know if you think this is something that you might be unlocking and giving a try inside of your zombie game modes. I'd definitely like to find out. I would say personally that I don't think this is up there with some of the best weapons inside of Black Ops 6 currently. But I will say it is definitely not a bad weapon and not a bad choice to bring into your zombie games, as you're going to be able to take out elites, specials, the zombies, crowd control without much of a problem. Ammunition is not too bad. It's not the best. You are going to have to visit the ammo cache every once in a while to go ahead and keep your ammunition topped up. But definitely not too bad at all. Yeah, there's round 30 in its entirety without much struggles. Like, really didn't have many problems at all. So let's push up a little bit here. We're on round 34. I was going to show you round 35, but sadly during my recording today, the audio had bugged out for round 35. Very strange. Anyway, here's round 34. Again, we're on max damage output with the TR2 Marksman Rifle. The only difference this time is I do have Napalm Burst activated as an ammo mod. And if you checked out my recent video covering the OP augment combination to be run inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies, those are the augments that I'm running on my perk. So check that video out if you're wondering which augments to be equipped to dish out just incredible damage inside of your Black Ops 6 Zombies games. All right, we're nearing the end of round 34. See if we get another Elder. I do try and get rid of those parasites as soon as I see them when I play Shattered, so that I don't end up with an entire herd of Doppelgas chasing me around. Definitely not something I'm a big fan of. Oh my goodness, Z, do not get stuck. So that was one of the things that I noticed. Like I said, it's not a weapon I find that you can just kind of stick and just dish out the damage. You do have to kind of be mobile while using this, but it definitely dishes out a ton of damage and is very strong. It shoots incredibly straight as well. I should let you know that with the build I put together for today. It's got a tiny bit of recoil off the beginning, but it's pretty solid and pretty stable to be using for sure. I definitely didn't find it to be you know, too shaky or bouncy today when I was using this, so that's definitely good to see. But yeah, let's just finish off round 34 here. Yeah, that's pretty darn decent, I gotta say. Yeah, 6,800 on crit shots, just remarkable. All right, now for the ultimate challenge inside of my games, Xville on Shattered Vale. Am I going to be able to complete it? We're trying a chopper gunner today. We've tried mutant injectors. We've tried death machines. We've tried the Grim Reaper. Let's go ahead and see if we can get a chopper gunner. And if that'll help us complete this after we take out our elite at the Xville. So here's a round 36, Elder Disciple. Let's activate Ether Shroud and watch him run away. Come on! I need you to stay at the Xville so I can shoot you. You're gonna leave Xville, really? Oh my goodness. Okay, maybe I can finish him off. Nope. Okay. You know what? Plan B. Let's try and get everything pulled out towards me. See if we can finish off that Elder. No. Okay, we think we got a bunch spawned in. We need 33. All right, let's pull in the chopper gunner. Let's see if we can get all 33 before they all sprint into the mansion. Oh, come on. There's already one in there. That Elder's still in there, I bet. Oh, he's not even going to come out, is he? Man, I do feel like of all the Xvilles that I feel like Shattered's got some work to do. Obviously, with a chopper gunner, you're going to miss some zombies. They're going to go inside. I understand that. But I do feel like the spawn rate for the zombies here on Shattered on the Xvilles needs to be picked up. They need to be coming into the map a little bit quicker. We got 2 enemies to go. 10 seconds to take them out. One of them is definitely my Elder Disciple. 2 seconds, 1. And I didn't even get to finish the Elder. Ah, rip. Close, but no cigar. That's all right. So definitely an interesting full auto conversion on the TR2 marksman rifle. As always, at the end of the video, I've got the build that I put together for today's run. So if you guys want to make any changes, work together in the comments section so you all have one awesome build to use on this weapon inside of your games. If you haven't subscribed, consider doing so now, leaving a like, commenting, and sharing the videos, as that is the best way to get in for my next giveaway, which happens at 7,000 subscribers. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next one.